Hello, this is Debbie Kay with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you are watching Video Voters Guide or listening to our podcast. We're here today to talk with candidates running in the November 5th, 2024 general election. The League of Women Voters is grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Sailing Foundation, the Weiss Foundation, the League of Women Voters of Portland Education Fund, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me today is Simone Rede, running for City of Portland Auditor. Welcome, Ms. Rede.
Thanks for having me.
Glad you're here. Let's get started. Please tell us a little about yourself and why you are running for this office.
I'm happy to. My name is Simone Rede, and I am the Portland City Auditor. I'm an Oregonian who was born in Salem and raised in Northeast Portland. And I have a master's degree in public policy and nearly a decade of experience in government performance auditing. I won election to this office in May 2022 with support of 80% of Portland voters. And my term was cut in half when voters approved changes to the city's charter in November 2022. So I am running for the very same reasons that I did 2 years ago, to make our city government more accountable and accessible to Portlanders.
Thank you. What challenges and opportunities do you see for the auditor's office, given the changes in the roles of your fellow elected city officials that will begin in January 2025?
Well, January 2025 marks the beginning of some really significant changes at the City of Portland, namely the new form of government that will take shape and will be marked by a separation of powers. So there will be a legislative branch consisting of 12 city councilors and a mayor who's going to be playing more of an administrative role. I think the biggest challenge and opportunity is going to be educating the new city council. And I've taken every opportunity to engage with other city candidates during this election to do some of that educating. I think with the newly elected and expanded council, it's going to take more effort to inform my fellow electeds of the auditor's role and of the diverse functions of my office. So to meet that need, my office is planning to engage the new city leaders in a series of onboarding activities and training to make sure that they understand what their new responsibilities are, as well as their relationships to my office.
Thank you. In what ways, if any, do you think the scope of the auditor's office should be changed? And please explain.
Well, I don't believe the scope of the office should be changed. My office houses a range of accountability and transparency functions for the city, and that includes archives, audits, elections, the clerk, as well as the ombudsman. So as part of the city's transition to a new form of government, we also welcomed the hearings office back to the auditor's office. So I really feel that our resources are at our capacity, which has really increased with the new election system and the expanded city council. And specifically, my office's workload has increased when it comes to educating new voters, making sure that we're able to support an unprecedented number of candidates as they file to run for office, and then educating folks to rank those candidates in order of preference. In addition, we have responsibility for enforcing campaign finance regulations, and so that has also grown with the larger pool of candidates.
Thank you. You are listening to the Video Voters Guide interview and podcast of Simone Rede, who is running for City of Portland Auditor. Our next question: how, if at all, would you change the methods used by the office to publicize its findings? Please explain.
Sure. A practice that I'm reinstating in my office is giving presentations to City Council. This is an opportunity to give our legislative body, as well as the public, not just the departments that we audit, an opportunity to engage with our work and to receive updates from the office. So we're experimenting as well with different reporting formats. One example is from the Ombudsman, which is using shorter communications like memos and press releases to publicize our findings instead of issuing very lengthy reports. We also issued a one-page version of the Ombudsman annual report, which explains at a high level what that office does and its accomplishments in the last year. And the intent there is really to get that report into more people's hands when we're doing outreach in the community. We're also planning to record a video that's going to be shared widely for the purpose of raising awareness of that office. And our thinking behind this is really to get more people interested in the work that our office does so that together we can hold the city accountable.
Thank you. We have just a moment left and one more question. If elected, how would you change the office's policy objectives, if at all? Please explain.
So the mission of the auditor's office is to ensure open and accountable government. And that mission is enshrined in our city charter. So that won't be changing without a vote from Portlanders. And I really believe in the mission of my office. It's what draws me to this work. So I don't have any plans to change it. My approach is really grounded in my lived experience as a young Latina lesbian. And I envision a city where all people experience a sense of belonging. That means conducting reviews that are independent from city management, making sure that city services are provided equitably, and also communicating about city functions in ways that Portlanders can understand.
Thank you. That is all the time we have. This concludes the League of Women Voters of Portland Video Voters Guide and podcast interview of Simone Rede, running for City of Portland Auditor. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. To find additional election resources, please visit the League of Women Voters of Portland website, lwvpdx.org, and then exercise your right to vote. Your voice matters. Thank you for your attention.